Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm giving you a quick tour of my home studio setup. I'm going to show you how you can build a powerful music production and recording space without spending a fortune. Everything here helps me produce music, record vocals, create content. Let me show you what I'm working with. So the art of my studio is my Dell Latitude 7480. It's almost 10 years old actually. So if you want to get this, I got this from eBay. Yeah, it was a refurbished laptop. It costs about under £200. It's got a Intel i7 processor and it's 16 gigabyte of RAM. I've also upgraded it to a Windows 11. The i7 processor gives me enough power for the plugins, and the RAM helps larger sessions run smoothly. The laptop, I use it mainly for recording. I use it with Pro Tools for recording. Also use it with FL Studio for beat making, MPC Beats for drum programming and sample-based production. Yes, I use a 32-inch ViewSonic monitor. So this monitor, you can get it for about 150, under £200. And if you want to buy a used monitor, you can get them for 80 to 120. And the larger screen gives me more room to work when I'm producing the music. I can keep multiple windows open without feeling cramped. So it gives me a lot of space to work with. I'm using the Focusrite Scarlett Solo audio interface, and it costs roughly 100 to 140 new. You can get a used audio interface that as cheap as £35 up to £60 used. And what this does is it converts the analog audio into digital audio with clean sound quality. It's simple, it's reliable and ideal for recording vocals or instruments at home. And for the monitors, my monitor speakers, very important, your speakers. I use M Audio BX4 active studio monitors. So these monitors, they're very small, they're not very expensive, but they're excellent. So I've got two speakers there, come as a pair. So you can purchase these for £95 or up to £130 new, or you could also purchase a used pair of these speakers. And for the MIDI controllers, I usually use my Akai MPK Mini. So it's this one here, Akai MPK. It's quite popular. So I use the Akai MPK Mini, which costs around 90 to £110 new, or you can also purchase a used Akai MPK that costs about £50 to £70, even cheaper than that. So it's excellent to use for making your music. Only problem is I've got big hands, so it's a bit, the keys are very small if you've got long fingers. So what I did is I also use this it's called iPeak. It's a folding keyboard, but the keys are quite large. I think this is the I believe it's a 88 key keyboard. So it's like a full-size keyboard. So it's a full-size keyboard, as you see there. It costs about £80. So it's not that expensive, and it also folds, so you can actually use it on the go, travel, fold it up when you go in or when you're so it's easy to pack away. I also use a extra keyboard. It's a cordless keyboard and mouse. I use the Logitech, so it's quite good quality. And for vocals, I use the Audio Technica 80-20-35 condenser microphone, and it's this one here. Yeah, so it's the Audio Technica 80-20-35, costs around £120-150 new. You can also get a used one that costs about £80 to £100. I like this microphone because it delivers clear, professional sounding vocals without needing to spend a huge amount of money. For the accessories like microphone stands and cables, I usually buy affordable options online. Expensive cables are not always necessary, especially when you're building gradually. The best thing about this setup is that I built it gradually over time. You don't need the latest expensive gear to make quality music. Use what you have, upgrade when you can, and focus on creativity. Thanks for watching. I hope this gives you ideas for building a studio without spending a fortune. If you enjoy music production, DJing, or studio content, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.